In this section, we will talk about divination tools and methods of finding animal spirits and animal messages. Please note the following video is my interpretation and method of how I connect with animal spirits. There are many classes, oracle card readers, shamans, psychics, and others who have their own theories and methods. Please choose what's best for your own belief system and intuition. This video is just showing you what I do to bring in animal spirits and get messages. One way you can tap into messages from animal spirits is by using animal oracle cards. These can be used for guidance and messages. There are several to choose from these days with gorgeous art and messages. If you are going to use an oracle deck or a tarot deck, pick a deck that speaks to you. You know, you want to love the artwork, you want to love the messages, and you want something that you can actually understand. Most will come with a book, and you don't have to memorize the meanings of them. Just learn to work with your deck, and after a while you'll receive your own messages from the deck. The following next couple slides are several theories on how to use them. Please use the method that works best for your own personal intuition. I first got interested in animal guides and spirits back in around 1990. I was at a garage sale in San Diego, and I picked up this box of medicine cards, which came with a book and oracle cards. I was totally fascinated with it. I have never had oracle cards or used them. I didn't realize at the time that you're really not supposed to use someone else's cards. I didn't really care. Took them home, and from that day on, I was just hooked. Now, I love this set of medicine cards because it's my first, and you always love your first love, right? It's always worked for me. It's an old deck, and they've since come out with a revised edition with additional cards, and I bought that one too. I still have my original deck, my old deck. It's 30 years old by now, I believe, and I use the new one now. And I also have a set of little miniature ones that they no longer make. There are several kinds of oracle cards out there. This is the one that speaks to me the most. So this is a spread from the medicine cards that I use, and this is just a 4-card spread, and sometimes I'll do this like maybe once a week, or maybe at a new moon or full moon, or if I need an important message. I'm not precious about the whole thing. I will shuffle the cards. I kind of knock on them to put some energy into them. I may wave some sage around them. I also put perhaps a crystal on top of them to clear them, and then I pull the cards and think about my message for the day or the week or the month. Usually I will just pull one card a day. I don't need to have several cards for a message. I just want to know what the animal message of the day is for me. And today, for this class, I pulled the whale card, which is kind of appropriate because whale to me is sing your own song and get out your message the way that you want to, in your own special way. So I thought it was appropriate for this class. I love the artwork of the medicine cards. They're just absolutely stunning. They speak to me, and like I said, it's my favorite deck. Now, you don't need oracle cards to get messages. There are days I won't pull cards if I know I'm going over to the wildlife preserve, or if I'm going out into nature. I'll see who appears to me first. So go outside, take a walk, find your messages in nature. On the days I don't pull a card, those are the days, like I said, I'll go to the National Refuge, and who appears to me first? Is it a hawk? Is it a robin? Is it a deer? Is it a fox? And what is that message that that animal is sending? Keep a journal and record the place, the time, and your emotional state when it appeared. This is a picture of a snowy owl that flew over us. right before the pandemic hit in 2020. It was the last snowy owl of the year that we saw before they closed everything down. So that was quite a message for us all. Another thing is pay attention to those animals, birds, and insects that appear in your dreams. They are messages from these spirits. Keep a dream journal or record them in your daily animal journal. Messages from animal spirits can come in several forms. You don't need to go to a wildlife refuge or a national park or into the woods every day to get your messages. You don't need oracle cards. Sometimes these will come in ways that you least expect, perhaps through the mail. Were there any animals on a magazine, a flyer, or a card for that day? Did any animals show up in a TV show or a commercial that spoke to you? Did you ride by any animals on a billboard? Did you notice a piece of jewelry or art or maybe a t-shirt that has an animal that you're drawn to that day? So think outside the box. These animals, spirits will send you a message one way or another if you're supposed to receive it that day. It just may not come in the form of a hawk knocking on your door or a cat ringing your doorbell. This is a little story that's recently happened to us. This is not our cat. She's now our adopted outdoor kitty. We call her Freya, Saint Freya the Rat Slayer. And the condensed version of this story is back around in the spring. The house across the alley from us had a few frat boys living in it that never took out the trash. And the landlord kicked them out. And they finally started taking all the trash out of the house, and rats appeared. And I'm talking rats. Now, I love animals, but you know, I draw the line. I don't want rats in my yard. Well, they started coming over to our garden because we were feeding birds and squirrels. So I had to stop feeding the birds and the squirrels, and I started doing everything I possibly could that was eco-friendly to deter them from coming into the yard. I did not want to kill them. However, nothing I did worked. I had sound machines and essential oils that they're supposed to hate and plants that they're supposed to hate. I put out cat litter to scare them. I did everything that I looked up online and nothing was working. So I started praying to my animal spirit guides, you know, the cats that I knew that had passed away, and everyone else that I could think of, St. Anthony, St. Francis. You got to send me some help. I don't want to kill these rats, as much as I don't like them. So this was going on for a while. I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown. And one day, out of the blue, voila, this cat appears in our garden. And there she was, and she started chasing the rats away. And she's been here now with us for several months. She comes every morning. We feed her. She does have a home. She lives somewhere in the neighborhood. She comes, she hangs out. We have not seen a mouse or a rat for several months. The neighborhood is free. We have canonized her a saint. We still feed her and love her. So you never know who's going to appear when you call for help. Have faith that signs and messages are all around you.